The strength in asking for help, the strength in breaking silence culture. Somewhere along the way, we learned that strength means silence, that independence means isolation, that struggling quietly is admirable, so that people wouldn't know anything about you. But silence has cost too many lives. This year, awareness has increased, yes, yet stigma still exists. Many young people still feel, they still fear. This year, many young people still fear being labeled, still fear being misunderstood, still fear being dismissed. But asking for help is not surrender, it is strategy. Even athletes have coaches, isn't it? Even leaders have advisors, and doctors have doctors, isn't it? Doctors have doctors. Sounds weird, but that's what it is. No one succeeds alone. Mental health support is not about weakness, it's about sustainability. If you keep ignoring burnout, it turns into breakdown. If you keep suppressing your emotions all the time, it just resurfaces in unhealthy ways. There is courage in saying, I need help. There is maturity in saying, I can't handle this alone. Because help does not make you incapable, it makes you responsible, you know. So, my challenge is normalize help seeking, post, speak, or share something that breaks stigma this week. And personally, identify one resource, maybe a counselor, a mentor, hotline, or support group that you can reach out to if needed. Motivation is built, not found. Today, again, I want to speak to my young people. Many young people are waiting to feel motivated before they act. Many young people are waiting to feel motivated before they act. But motivation is unreliable. Motivation comes and goes, really. But you see, discipline, it is what stays. In 2026, distractions are everywhere. Short form content are everywhere. Instant gratification are everywhere. Dopamine loops are everywhere. The brain is being trained to seek quick rewards. But success requires delayed gratification because motivation is not magic. It is momentum. It starts small. 5 minutes of effort, one page read, one application sent. Small win builds confidence. Confidence builds consistency. Consistency builds identity. So stop waiting to feel ready. Start before you feel confident. Start messy. Start imperfect. Because action creates clarity. So my challenge is pick one goal you've been procrastinating. You've been procrastinating for a while, and take the first uncomfortable step within the next 24 hours and start messing, you know, and see how it goes. You are more than the narrative. I want to speak to the black community as a black person that I am as well. I want to let you know that you are more than the narrative out there. You are way more than that narrative. Before you were born, a narrative was already written about you. You know, a narrative shaped by history, shaped by the media, shaped by stereotypes, and shaped by systems. A narrative that tried to define your potential even before you even took your first breath. But here is the truth: they don't always teach you that you are more than the narrative. They don't teach you that you are more than statistics, that you are more than assumptions, that you are more than headlines, that you are more than hashtags. In this year 2026, And even any other year, representation has increased. This year, representation has increased, but so has pressure. Pressure to succeed, pressure to outperform, pressure to disprove stereotypes instead of just living freely. You see, in some workplaces, you need to prove yourself extra that you are even worth being there, or that you are even, how do I put it? You need to prove yourself. You need to just prove yourself. So the pressure to outperform is there. Pressure to disprove the stereotypes instead of just living freely. The weight is heavy because it's not just about becoming successful. It's about becoming successful while carrying generational expectations. But listen carefully. You do not owe the word perfection. You owe yourself authenticity. You do not exist to prove anyone wrong. You exist because you exist to build your own definition of right. Your identity is not limited to struggle. It includes brilliance, creativity, leadership, compassion, innovation. Black excellence is not a trend, it is a tradition. From inventors to activists, from artists to scholars, from community leaders to everyday heroes. Your legacy is layered with resilience, but resilience does not mean invisibility. You are allowed to actually feel. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to ask for help. Because strength is not silence. Strength is wholeness. And wholeness means honoring both your power and your vulnerability. Stop shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. Because sometimes you just want to curtail yourself to make some people feel like Lord. To make them feel whatever they want to feel. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. Stop editing your identity to fit into a room that you might even be bigger than. To fit into a room that's not even built for you. You belong in spaces you enter. And if the space wasn't built for you, build a new one. Build a new one. Walk in there with your shoulder up and knowing who you are. My challenge for you today is this month, define yourself in your own word. Not society's, not what the world and the media have said you are. Write down who you are. Write down who you are beyond the labels and beyond publication, social media. They know what they want to put out there. Speak it, live it, and protect it. Healthy lifestyle is revolutionary. Again, let me talk to young people, not just young people, anyone anyway, because we can learn a thing or two from this. In a world that profits from burnout, choosing balance is revolutionary. Sleep is powerful, nutrition is powerful as well, exercise is also powerful, mindfulness is also powerful. But many young people sacrifice these basics just to chase productivity or approval. Our body is not a machine, it is an ecosystem. If we don't know, our body is an ecosystem. There are so many systems and organs that makes up our body. If you neglect sleep, your mood shifts. If you neglect movement, your energy drops. If you neglect rest, your mind clouds. A healthy lifestyle is not about appearance, it's about longevity. You cannot build dreams on a depleted body. Success without health is fragile. Success without health is very fragile. So this year, the reflex is sustainability, not exhaustion. So let's not work hard to the level we're so exhausted that we don't get a proper rest. Okay, so my challenge is commit to 30 days of one health habit. Consistent sleep might be one of them, daily work might be one of them, hydration maybe one of them, or even reduce screen time before bedtime can also be one of them. Be the change in your community and don't just expect that there's someone somewhere there that's gonna do it. Let's all be the change in our community. It's easy to criticize our community, to point out flaws, to complain about leadership, to highlight problems. But change begins locally. Young people have influence even without titles. You influence culture through your behavior, through what you normalize and do, through what you refuse to participate in. So if you reject gossip, you change conversation culture. If you choose kindness, you shift tone. If you mentor someone younger, you create a ripple effect. So humanity does not require, a degree. It starts with care, volunteering, tutor, organize, advocate, and also community change when individuals act. You're not just a young person, you are not too young to impact the system. You are not too small to start movements. So my challenge is for you to identify one issue in your community and take one practical step, volunteer or raise awareness or even organize a small action group to have that resolved.